Yesterday, April 24th, 2023, popular YouTuber The Better Bachelor released this particular live stream called "We're Going Deep, Boys. If male viewers knew this stuff, she'd be done." But who is the she? You guessed it, JustPearlyThings.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Now, I know we've been talking about her a lot on this channel, but today we're going to even break down that not only is JustPearlyThings grifting, she is doing so from people that she once hated on. Now, Mr. Better Bachelor is actually responding to the original video posted by a YouTuber by the name of Brittany Venti, and the name of the video was called "The Discount Female Andrew Tate." And in the first part of the video that I'm gonna play, Better Bachelor is out to prove that JustPearlyThings is grifting in another way that we've never seen before, and you're gonna see exactly how much from Fresh and Fit she has stolen. Play that clip.
All right, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. You gotta go. You're wild.
Got 10K viewers.
Okay, so the first second there was Fresh and Fit kicking a woman out off their podcast, and this is JustPearlyThings doing the same thing.
This might be your platform, but respect people when it comes to your
Okay, goodbye. Go.
Cool everyone around. So that's why she's angry.
Get out. Get the
That clip you just watched is of Hannah Pearl Davis, a 26-year-old YouTuber, the latest addition to the Manosphere, often referred to as the female Andrew Tate. Pearl runs a YouTube channel centered around the Manosphere, hosting some of the classiest women our society has to offer.
Right, let's go. You want to go back in the past and embarrass yourself again?
Pearl's channel is heavily inspired by Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit.
Women in general, especially in the United States, England, whatever it may be, are not held accountable for their poor decisions.
Men are trash. That's common in society, right? Women are trash isn't. Men are held accountable all the time, every day.
All these women are born with value. They're pretty already. As a man, if you don't make yourself valuable, you have no value.
Women are born with value. Men must create their value. A guy doesn't lose his value just because he picks the wrong woman once.
Just men are attracted to youth, beauty, and fertility. It's been that way since the beginning of time.
Men value purity and youth. Purity, youth, beauty.
You can really get those.
So let me just pause it here for a second. So what Brittany put together there was pretty much kind of what you heard Kevin Samuels say. Of course, Kevin's not with us anymore. You've heard Fresh and Fit say. You've heard Andrew Tate say. You've heard me say. You've heard Sandman say. You've heard Turd Flinging Monkey say. You've heard Coach Greg Adams say. Donovan Sharp has said. The list goes on and on and on. And many more channels that have been around a lot longer than I've been around. So many of you could say, yeah, dude, but you say the same stuff, and you got it from those OGs as well. Yeah, you're correct, and I won't deny that. But the difference is I've also lived the experience, and the difference is I'm also a man. So it affects me. She has no knowledge of any of this firsthand. So what she's really doing is kind of regurgitating what others have said already.
So as you see there, guys, he makes a valiant point. He's here on the YouTube platform in the Manosphere community, and granted, we are all listening to each other as men. He even said, well, hey, I've learned from guys. He talked about like Turd Flinging Monkey. Me and him had a back and forth like 7 years ago, something like that. Coach Greg Adams talked about that person. Kevin Samuels. Hey, we're all learning from that. I remember even Kevin Samuels, when it came to some of his black male talking points, he got some of those from coming into our community, right? But the reality is all of these men that I have mentioned have lived this experience. And that's why Kevin Samuels was so powerful, because not only could he live the experience, like he heard some of the talking points we were saying, and he was right, he's able to build on that experience. Kevin Samuels got a lot of inspiration from us, and even me. I got some inspiration from a lot of people, Obsidian, a lot of people in the Manosphere community. But the thing is, we are able to build on it and add more to it, because once you get the aha moment, you're able to express yourself in ways that folks can understand, because you're a man. You've lived this life experience. But when you hear JustPearlyThings, she can't build on this experience. She can only regurgitate, right? That's what she does. She regurgitates what she hears, because she has no real life experience. The experience that she does have is she is quite the business person. I will give her that. She is a dynamite administrator of our business. anybody in social media content or knowing how to run a YouTube platform or how to put infrastructure behind the business, she's one of the best at that. But real life experience, she can't do it, which is why she shifted, or she's trying to shift from relationships into politics. The reason why is because she feels more comfortable talking about race relations, even though it's uncomfortable. Interviewing controversial people, because she actually feels more comfortable doing that. She don't really feel so comfortable talking about this relationship stuff because she's not that good. And that's why when you look at a lot of her views from her short clips, it doesn't get a whole lot. And the reason is because she doesn't really add any value to context. Why men are feeling this way? Well, she's just regurgitating things as a woman, but can she go deeper into more of the niche? Can she bring out talking points about the male experience? No, she can't. She's 26 and she's a lady. There is no way for even for me, if I was trying to regurgitate back to women, I don't have a woman's experience. I could listen to what women are saying, but I wouldn't have the ability to get what women were going through because I'm not a woman. But it even gets deeper. I'm going to play a clip from the Better Bachelors podcast, that channel, of absolute proof of JustPearlyThings pretty much hating on Fresh and Fit and then changing her whole entire position just to get the bag. Let's play that.
And PearlyThings from, and we'll get into this here shortly, PearlyThings changed her video and her video content to be and to resonate with more of the Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate. And I've went back and looked at some of her older videos. She's got some examples here. I'm not going to pull that out, but she is correct in that she's changed her words on many things. I have too, and I've changed my format. We all change our formats. Things change over time. But again, just kind of see how she puts it out there for us.
In fact, she used to say the polar opposite, especially about Fresh and Fit, who she is now emulating.
I know a lot of girls that actually waited till they were married and stayed a virgin until they were married. And I can tell you that the guys on Fresh and Fit podcast would never be able to pull a girl like that.
It's interesting.
Okay, so I know there's a lot of white noise because she's driving in her car, but she says, I know a lot of women, a lot of them that are virgins, and Fresh and Fit could never pull a woman like that. But now her message is much more similar to, men that are ballers and gamers and have money and have status can pull any women that they want to. And they have access to almost any woman because they're top 1 or 5 or 10%er. She says that now. So her views have changed. But my question is, why did her views change? She's been on YouTube, a couple of years, and she has no real world experience or dating experience herself. So the only way her views would change would be by talking to other men or listening to other channels. And that's fine. But that means that the knowledge that she's spreading is not her own. It's gleaned from other content creators. Now, maybe she presents it in a way that more people like. Maybe she presents it, coming from a female. But the problem is that, again, did her mind really change, or is she just speaking the lines because she knows it's getting her views and clicks and making her quite a lot of money, and as a matter of fact, even making it to Insider magazine? As Andrew Tate languishes in prison, in jail, a new celebrity anti-feminist creator is filling the gap. Unlike him, she's a woman. So now she's a celebrity all of a sudden. An Insider magazine, I'm not saying it's a great magazine or anything. When was the last time of a red pill content creator that got interviewed by mainstream? The only one I can think of ever is Rollo Tomasi. I think he's the only one. Maybe Kevin Samuels occasionally, but I don't remember seeing too much about that. So all of a sudden, she's now the new darling in the media because it's a woman speaking this kind of thing.
So guys, you've heard that. Let me just say something here if I can. Better Bachelor admits, hey, over the years, I've changed my position too on certain things. But the thing is, and that's all of us, right? As we get older, we see some things that we thought were true are not really as true as we thought, or we feel different about it. Like some of you might have been very religious at a young age and now you're not as religious, or you might have been liberal at a young age and now you're more conservative. Age brings about a change. Interacting on a platform like YouTube brings about a change. But I bet that Better Bachelor's position now isn't so much different than it was 5 years ago. It might be updated, or as the Jehovah's Witnesses would have said, the light got brighter. The reality is with JustPearlyThings, what was the incentive to change her position from saying that guys like Fresh and Fit couldn't get a virgin till now saying that, hey, these guys are the ultimate guys. And if she's saying guys like Fresh and Fit, you must be including somebody like Andrew Tate. It would just have to be the case because they're very similar in thought process, right? Their mind is, it's aligned in the same fashion. So what got you to feel so different? Well, you knew this was a good lane. This is a part of your business model. And you're saying that to make money when in your real feminine outlet, right? You thought that, hey, guys like Fresh and Fit could never get a virgin, ever. But now, guys who have money, guys who have fame, they're the top percentage of men they can get anybody. Is that true? And if you guys really just don't believe it, I actually have a TikTok clip that can explain it.
So if you don't know, Jenna and Jason Derulo dated. Then they had this adorable little baby. So the two of them break up and Jenna decides to take this to the internet. She says women don't deserve to be treated and judged the way they are. No one aspires to be a single mom. It's the biggest heartbreak and failure for me personally, knowing I'm alone in this when I wanted love and wanted marriage and the happy family unit. But if your non-negotiables are being tested, you'll never find peace in that relationship. There's nothing in life I want more than my family to be together, but I can't be the only one working to make that happen. If a man wants to be with a different girl every week over his family, I'll never accept that. We will never be able to make it work happily. I've been straight up told that I should turn the other cheek. I'll never be okay with sharing a lover that I love with all of my heart. I don't receive child support. All I ever wanted was a family to love and experience life with. If the streets come first, I can't change that. So stop blaming women like we choose the single mother life. That is hella annoying. You don't know what women go through to try to make it work. It was never about money or dating someone famous I loved. We planned to have a baby and a life together. It didn't work out. Life must go on. Leave me alone. Okay, so let me give my take on this. Oh gosh. So Jason Derulo is famous. He's handsome. He is surrounded by beautiful women constantly. And you know this when you guys start dating. You know this. What are the odds that a guy is handsome, rich, famous, and also going to be faithful to you? If you want to date guys on that high of a level, if you want to be a part of that life, that is what usually comes with it. Now, I know there are exceptions, but it is not the rule. Most men, if they have beautiful models wanting to sleep with them all the time, at some point, they're probably going to give in and do it. I'm sorry. So your options are either to date someone less famous, less handsome, and they won't cheat on you, or go for those guys and they probably will. Like, I am just so tired of women acting like the victims and acting like they didn't know what they were getting into. Like, what? You really thought Jason Derulo was gonna be faithful to you? Why? Why would you think that? And I know being cheated on sucks. It's not a fun experience. But you're making a child with a man before you're married, knowing he's an international celebrity, knowing he probably has never been faithful to a girl ever, and acting shocked when he cheats on you. Like, come on. I'm just tired of us playing the victim. You knew what you're getting yourself into.
So see, that's Jason Derulo. Right? Remember the whole Jason Derulo situation when he was, didn't want to commit to his baby mom and all of that, and she didn't understand? Well, who was defending him cheating? Who was defending him cheating? It was JustPearlyThings. She defended him cheating like, hey, a guy like Jason Derulo could never be faithful to a guy like you. He's a high value guy. What do you think you deserve with a guy like Jason Derulo? And I'm not trying to say she's wrong, because I believe that. But what made her change in such a short period of time to where you were arguing with Fresh and Fit about certain things and now taking their exact talking points, kicking them out of your studio the exact same way? What's the difference? But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Pretty sure for all that you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.